Welcome back. Now, Mr. Naji, what is the import of declaring these herdsmen terrorists? What effect will that have on this matter?
Very tremendous impact. If you want to take meat and you know the name of the animal, it might determine whether you will buy it or not. Some people abhor snakes for the dangerous outings they have on human beings. So they may never want to touch the meat, even if the snake is dead. So that declaration is very important. And their attitude is formed when an item is identified, exactly if it has a name. If you call it danger, you avoid it or you confront it. If you call it romance, you embrace it and you'll be smiling. So labels have powerful psychological impact. And that is why in stereotyping, in psychology, when they stereotype you that you are a rat, then if you have 2 legs and you don't have arms, run. Because the next thing is that you'll be killed like a rat. These are psychological processes because sequence has consequences. So if they are being romanticized as it is today, it is very obvious that the child who knows that the father sent him on an errand would likely break the door with his legs because there will be no consequences. And if there is any, the father is there to bear it. The truth of the matter is that the speed and the frenetic manner in which some other groups, like the iPod group, was declared a terrorist group. Let me be very clear. iPod was not operating in the interest of all Igbos in terms of the way they were operating. That was why it was very easy to just put them away.
Quell them.
Because they didn't have that support base among the Igbo intelligentsia. You understand? If you have an idea, the way you pursue it, even many Igbos became casualties of the activities of some of these young men. You understand? So that made it difficult for them to have that base, and they were therefore imposing themselves. So it is not so much that the federal government declared it a terrorist organization that made it to peter out, seemingly. Yeah. The point, therefore, is that if you have groundnut and you have melon, it is the same hand you use in shelling groundnut that you should use to also shell melon. So why would there be that differential treatment, even for a body that did not pose that kind of danger, even if it was mere ideological danger in that perception? So it is very fitting and timely, in fact, late, that there was this exhortation that the federal government should declare. They didn't have to be reminded anyway.
Mr. Yes, if I may come in. The question is, how do you identify them? I mean, you're making a comparison between the...
I have had this argument, my dear.
So
that argument...
the IPOB group had a definite...
It had a face.
Had a face.
Yes.
That argument is casuistry. The reason being that if you call something dangerous, you don't need to have seen it. You don't need to have confronted it. The word is known to everybody. Every child knows what is dangerous. Even mothers know that they impart in their children the phobia for rats, cockroaches. When you see cockroach, run away, run away. The child starts running even till adult age if it's not remedied. So declare the thing. Forget about when and where they are. You understand what I mean? Declare that these activities are consistent with the definition of terrorism, the acts that have been enacted in this country. Then anybody who fits into it, whether Fulani, Yoruba, or Igbo, or anything, you are in it. You are in it. You are caught by that web. Why doesn't the federal government have the courage to make that declaration? Leave who it fits. Once you declare it, let me give you a simple example. In those days of missionaries, one man called Mr. Okonkwo was made a cook to a Catholic priest. And he needed to be baptized. So the man was baptized from Okonkwo to John. So the man said, me, known as Okonkwo in my village, is now John. He said, yes, that's what you have become by the power of baptism. Baptism means renaming, in addition to other spiritual activities. During the Lenten season, Okonkwo, who is now transmuted into John, was asked never to eat red meat. And the man liked
bushmeat.
Bushmeat. How did you know? It seems you also like it. He saw bushmeat, he bought it, and clandestinely made it into pepper soup in his boys' quarter. It used to be the case that the priest then used to walk around the parish premises. In those days, not these days, things are for kidnapping and all that. So he was passing, he perceived the aroma oozing from John's. He called John. John came out. Said, "You have flouted the instruction." Said, "No, Father." He said, "You are boiling pepper soup." He said, "No, Father. That is fish pepper soup, sir." He said, "Bring the pot."